Hello everyone, what's going on? So today I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna be playing this fun game called Super Cyborg, which is basically a contra fun game, as you will clearly see. As you saw, or as I already said, I'm going to be playing a demo, a 2-level demo. This particular release is from January 2014. And of course, it's for the PC. But yeah, as you can see, this is just like Contra, just like Probotector, to be more precise. As you know, Probotector was like the version that came out in Europe, in which I assume that's the real reason that they didn't want to see a person kill another, or human being kill another human being. So they made a robot instead, killing other robots. But in this case, at least, it is more based on the European version. It replicates pretty much the exact same sound effects. And of course, same weapons. It's like playing Contra or playing Probotector all over again. But now, of course, with a different name. You know, because of, I guess, copyright issues. If I'm not totally mistaken, this was made by Russian developers. I could be wrong. And yeah, I died because I touched the thing. Well, this game got really a very strong influence from Super C rather than the original Contra. It got the improved controls from Super C, the weapons from Super C. But in terms of the environment, you can pretty much see some sort of mixture between the different Contra games. A bit of Super C. Probably some influence from the first Contra too. I remember downloading this a long time ago. And the demo got only one level. This one, in fact. X-Labs. Gonna be fighting a boss already? I guess this is my last life. And I lost it. So I will have to replay the entire level. Well. I don't really think I'm gonna be doing editing. Oh, by the way, what's the thing in the background? Is that the boss that we finally saw when I got killed precisely? Could be. Didn't pay attention to it at first. Yeah, this is pretty much like the jungle area from Super C, level 3, stage 3, whatever. I got killed, and I was thinking of hiding into the water, basically. You know, you hide into the water, you don't receive any bullets or any damage at all. So yeah, as I was saying, I downloaded a demo of this many years ago with a single level, so I'm assuming there is some sort of slow progress to this project. Which, well, it's kind of unfortunate because, yeah, we have Mario-based fun game, or fun games, many, Street Fighter based, Mortal Kombat based, Castlevania based, Mega Man, of course, fun games, but not so much Contra. I mean, there must be plenty of run and guns out there, of course, but you know, keeping the spirit of Contra. This is basically Contra with a different name. I died again. Oh, I thought I was getting game over, but this is my last life. Which is basically the same, because I don't think I'm gonna make it through the first stage just like this. I really hope this isn't the final difficulty for the final release, I insist. A lot of people will die a lot just in the first stage. The rapid fire and spread gun. Yeah, this is the spread gun for Super C. From Super C. So, no doubts about it. For some reason, I have this sort of opinion that people kind of underappreciate Super C, or they actually prefer Contra 1 more than Super C, when Super C is a way improved version of it, and the Game Boy ports as well, improved versions of the first Contra game. Okay, at least I have the spread gun, so I was a bit pessimistic a minute ago, but I didn't know, or I wasn't really aware that I was getting so close to the end already. Yeah, these are the exact same sounds, which is cool, of course. If it wasn't for the name, of course, you would say, yeah, this is, let's say, a sequel. And for some reason I enjoy playing more Super C than Contra 3, and Contra 4, of course. Which I would like to stream, by the way, Contra 4, I mean. It's one of the few games that work pretty well on my computer on the DS emulator. Well, that took a while, but yeah, I beat the boss, and no, the main reason for that was that I had the spread gun. I want to hear the fanfare. Yeah, you get into a base, so are we gonna see this top-down shooting level, or maybe like the Contra 1 bases, or maybe none? I mean, this is a demo, and I know this is the last stage of this demo. I got an extra life. Well, at least this will allow me to explore the place a little bit more. And we're dealing with the exact same type of enemies. Again, this is a demo. Probably this is not even the final version for the enemies. Oh my god! I didn't expect the guy was going to be walking towards me. So I guess I'll keep my distance next time. Yeah, this in a way reminds me of another stage from Super C. The one with bubbles, if you guys recall. Wasn't it stage 4 or 5? I think it was 4. Actually, in the final stage from Operation C, which is Contra 1 for the Game Boy, which is basically another combination of Contra 1 and Super C, the final level was like this. Some sort of laboratory. Okay, I'm not doing too bad, but that's because I have the spread gun. What the fuck? Okay, I thought I needed to keep going up, but no. I forgot that this guy actually breaks the glass and then walks towards me. So I should keep distance all the time. Of course I die because of me playing carelessly. Okay. It said weapon D. Was it D? Oh, okay, laser. Wait, was this laser in Super C? This is more like the laser from Contra 3, but wasn't a laser like this in Super C? I don't remember. Yeah, at least now I'm keeping distance, and besides, the laser seems to be more powerful against that one enemy in particular. Well, against any enemy at this point. I don't think we have seen, and I don't think we're gonna see any crush missile. Yeah, that's the only one thing I don't like about the laser. The diagonal shooting controls are, or the effectiveness while shooting diagonally a laser, it's not really good. So I would rather have the refold weapon. Okay. Yeah, definitely not worth living. I did worse than the first attempt. I don't know why I'm not surprised. I pressed fucking start without paying attention to the letter of the weapon. I'm curious about that, I don't know. Yeah, I knew I was gonna get this, but I would rather rely on this rather than the default weapon, to be honest. Yeah, I should walk back a little bit. Whoa, that was close. Wasn't one of these enemies that killed me before? Yeah, I prefer to shoot them like that. Stay on the same position and jump and shoot, instead of trying to aim at the enemies while walking. Well, this time I couldn't make it because those guys keep respawning all the time. Machine gun. Heavy machine gun. Oh, speaking of Metal Slug, actually that's one of the series that I'm gonna be doing pretty soon on this channel. All the games. I've got all the games. I mean, the first 5 for the arcade, I have 6 on PlayStation 2, and Metal Slug Anthology for the Wii 2. I have... well, 7 is for the DS, isn't it? Let's see if my computer can run it just fine. We have Mortal Kombat, what the fuck? Metal Slug Advance, which is another different game, which I found it slower. It must be because it is a GBA game, but I would like to try it out nonetheless. But I'm talking about the main series from 1 to 7. Well, wasn't Metal Slug XX or Double X? I'm killing myself, by the way, because I mean I'm dying way at the beginning of the stage. It's not a good idea. Wasn't it Metal Slug Double X remake of Metal Slug 7 on the Xbox? I do have it on the Xbox 360, so that version I would play rather than the actual Metal Slug 7 on the DS emulator. So yeah, I can do the Metal Slug series. I plan on doing it because there are many games, so I don't have to do one after another right away, right? I can do one, then do another project, then come back to Metal Slug, so on and so forth. Okay, if I can make it to the upper platform, well, it's not happening anymore. With the 2 lives, I was about to say, I might have a chance. It's really difficult to keep the laser beyond this point, because you kill this guy, then these other enemies keep respawning all the time, and they do stop respawning after the 3rd one. I was like forcing myself to keep going forward, otherwise enemies won't stop appearing. This is the machine gun, yeah, I remember that much. I really hope this is just the difficulty is this high, I mean, because it's a demo. Well, if it is the real difficulty, I wouldn't care too much. I mean, that will take quite some time to beat the game, that's for sure. Okay. Did it get this far? Yes. Yeah, I remember these little flying guys. Those little guys, I don't know if you... Yeah, this one's right here. Coming out of those holes. This is where I died last time. I mean, not last time, but my best attempt yet was until that point. Bunch of little flying guys now. I was expecting something like this. Okay, that's the mummy. Kill the mummy. God damn, this mummy's tough. There we go. And when the mummy explodes, a lot of little babies get released too. Huh. Okay, what is it? Rapid fire, and I was expecting the spread gun. I would have loved to have the spread gun now. But no. Items apparently disappear after a good while. Yeah, I made up my mind and decided to get it, but I lost it already. Last life? Yes, sir. Okay. Another climbing area. Yeah, I was expecting this enemy. So I am keeping as much distance as I possibly can from this guy. That was a good decision, because it takes a while to get destroyed with a normal gun. Oh, look at this. Is it boss time? Yeah, it is. Oh shit. Okay, this is lame because he's shooting the same type of bullets as I do. I did get confused from the very first attack immediately. I mean, I should be able to tell anyway, but I cannot stop shooting. I should pick on one like I'm doing after dodging all these bullets like I'm doing now. And then walk from one side to another. Okay, this is working out. I take back what I said. It's not that confusing. I destroyed one. Yeah, the ones from each side will be the first ones to die because I've been shooting them more. Okay, these little babies again. Yeah, this is definitely not a boss for a second stage. It's way too hard for that. But unlike most of Contra games, bosses do take a while to destroy. Okay. So I'm dealing with bullets. I'm dealing with babies. Do they follow you? Not quite. No, they don't necessarily follow you. No, if they do, that would be so fucking annoying. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's vomiting bigger bullets now. Okay, you're able to differentiate them even more now, so it's not difficult to tell. But you're surrounded by enemies. Okay, this is very doable. I'll be much safer if I made it here with an extra life. Whoa, I thought that guy actually touched me. Yeah, there are more of these little flying enemies spawning. And this heart is right about to fucking explode. There it is. Yeah, it was moving so fucking fast. So it didn't even surprise me. Okay, yeah, that took me almost 18 minutes to complete 2 levels. So just you get an idea of how tough this is gonna be. Yeah, I knew there were going to be 2 stages. That was pretty fun, not gonna lie. Looking forward to more releases to this. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next week with new projects.